Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin sees a little bit of selling pressure, but overall we are still moving in that range. I've added another direct breakout wave count to the chart, but it's only valid as long as certain levels are holding. So we are going to take a look at that. I only want to focus on the 1 hour chart in this video. We can take a look at the daily chart tomorrow. Again, I did that, by the way, again in the last video. So what are we dealing with here? Obviously still same situation. We are holding well above the critical support at 47K. As I said before, everything above that is literally just noise, okay? Don't expect that you can accurately predict the market in this range up there, because it's corrective price action. So corrective price action, what does it mean? It means we have a lot of overlapping price action. We have a lot of rapid up and down. That's exactly what we've seen today. That is just what characterizes like corrective price action. Why is that? Because the market hasn't fully made up its mind yet. That's just normal in corrections. Whenever I read, for example, in the comments, manipulation, okay, or something like that, then it's typically when we're in a correction. But that's normal behavior in corrective patterns. So as I always say, don't focus so much on the micro count. I do show them in the video. Yeah, I do show them in the video because it is also for learning and just obviously to keep it a little bit interesting. But we need to use those micro counts to come up with relevant levels. And the micro count allowed us to identify let's say a nano support level, which did hold and did lead to a rally earlier today. Now the price is testing that again. So we're going to zoom in a minute and take a look. Let me tell you, for anybody who's new, the main thesis on this chart at the moment is that a larger degree fourth wave bottomed on the 23rd of January. We're basically now in a fifth wave. So fourth wave bottomed on the 23rd of January. We're now in a fifth wave. In an ideal world, we do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That wave 3 might have topped, might get one more high. Doesn't matter so much. As long as the support level is holding, we focus on higher. Okay, I would prefer another high in wave 3. So we're going to take a look at that in a minute before the larger wave 4 starts and the larger wave 5. Okay, so but that wave 3 additional high might mean that we first test the support region, then go up, then go down, then go up, form a higher high. So that would be the ideal structure. Obviously, the market doesn't always go with the ideal structure. Sometimes the market likes to take the less probable path. Yeah? Generally, the market likes to do that. I mean, there are no probabilities you can really calculate. Okay, we're no computers. We can't calculate probabilities of wave counts or scenarios. There's only, okay, what is more likely, what is less likely, and both counts obviously need to be considered in a trading plan. It's just important to know what is the line in the sand that distinguishes between the two. And let's take a look. So obviously in that primary scenario, I showed you my pathway. The alternative would be that we break below 47K. So it basically means if that happens, that we have a backup plan. And in this case, I would say it was likely just a larger B wave rally here within a still unfolding wave 4. So this wave 4 is actually still unfolding, would need to sit here. And we then get another C wave down before a larger rally starts. So it would just simply be a delay of the structure we're observing anyway. Only below 35K, and that's the next line in the sand. Something more bearish is playing out. Again, not bear market, but something more bearish. Let's take a look at the 30-minute chart. Let's take a look at the microstructure. You can see that we're still moving in the overall range. Bitcoin did test earlier today. It was this support range, nano support I gave you yesterday. Maybe some of you used it, but essentially it just provided some support in a still unfolding range. Could have been that the market targets the 54K level. By the way, that is sort of the next main Fibonacci level up there. At the moment, the market is consolidating below the 1.786 extension at 52,800. You see how relevant that level is. We had a couple of reactions to that level. If we really get a sustained break above the green line, that's what I mentioned to you, to really confirm a breakout higher, we need to get that sustained break above the green line. So far, there was no sustained break above the green line. In fact, we've just dipped into the support region again. But that would be the pathway. Wave 1, wave 2, maybe still unfolding. Then third, fourth, fifth. to around about 54,360. And then, yeah, we take it from there on this time frame. Whereas it's also still likely that we get this wave 4 here, that this was just an A wave, this was just a B wave, and we're coming down in wave C. So essentially we can speculate as there is a primary and an alternative, or as there are 2 or 3 wave counts on the large time frame, also here on the nano perspective, there are 2 or 3. Is it really important? Not so much. The nano count isn't so important. What matters is support. Basically what it means, as soon as we see a break below 51,044, so this first support range, and you see it is being respected, so it's a relevant support range. As soon as we see a break below that 78.6 retrace level there, probably this weekend low will be tested. And if we see a break below the weekend low, then it seems very likely and seems very reasonable to assume that we're going to come down in a C wave, probably targeting here the 38.2 retracement level around that area. If we now turn around, do a U-turn, it might be forming that white count. Okay, important is to understand what's the line in the sand. For me, it's the 51,044 level, and it would be further confirmed with the break below the Saturday low, which is located at 50,660. If that level is broken to the downside, yep, it's probably targeting this support area. But again, we have to give it, within the scenario we are observing at the moment, we have to give it that space into the support region. Going up more directly would again mean that we have a very, very shallow wave 4 only. So it would not be unusual to go into that support area. In fact, it is quite likely, because in any wave 4, the 38.2 retracement level is the ideal, you could say ideal target. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.